What's up, everybody? Josh Sharmiho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you guys. Tapes and vinyl this time. And I got a co-promotional video of some sorts to do for you guys here, as I'm going to be talking to you about releases from two very distinctive metal labels that personify and embody what the metal underground is all about. And I, of course, am referring to both Von Frost Records and Neuro One Records. Both very awesome labels in their own right, especially when both of them come together to co-release stuff. Some of which I will be showing you here in this video, but let me get the Von Frost Records stuff out of the way. Of course, if you're familiar with some of the videos that I've done here in the past, I have talked about Von Frost Records a lot. They are a Canadian-based tape metal label, specializing in putting out a lot of really incredible releases from within the realms of death metal, black metal, punk, thrash, just a lot of really awesome music to come from that label. And I got a really large package of tapes from Mr. John Von Frost, and out of the collection of tapes that he sent me, I wanted to get a handful out here to show you here, because I loved everything that he sent me, but the ones I'm going to show you here are the ones that I really enjoyed the most. And this first tape is a little bit of an oddity for coming out of Japan. This is Necro-E with assemblage of emanated embryo. Yeah, this is a 2017 reissue, and I believe this came out originally in 1991, and this is as obscure and as necrotic as you can get for something like this. Really good, deathy, doomy, death doom. If there's even a proper way to describe something like this. This is a really awesome relic from the early 90s. Very ugly sounding music, so many killer riffs. Just the ideas behind a release like this is something very special. I mean, songs like Oozing Child, Unmerciful Mist, Shock on Intestines, Boiling Gore. You can tell that this is one of those types of death doom bands that really has a fetish for morbidity, death, gruesomeness. I really appreciate this release a lot. So yeah, let me show you the tape in question here. Mark Riddick did the artwork for this reissue. I think it's absolutely fucking badass. If you undo the J card here, classic band photo and some more additional artwork. Really badass logo. 1991 Mark Riddick artwork. Very killer J card. And it comes on a very nice yellow pro tape. See the band logo and the Von Frost logo right there. Very good quality as per usual here. Very good tape reissue. If you're into Death Doom, Necro-E is a project worth looking up and getting familiarized with. So yeah, Necro-E with assemblage of emanated embryo. Definitely check this out. Since I'm talking about Von Frost tapes, I can't really mention Von Frost without mentioning something from the ever-amazing Adrian Weber, Lord Genocide. He has so many different and amazing music projects to do, whether it ranges from black metal that's raw or hateful, or something melodic and experimental. And this is another project of his that has been getting a bunch of attention over the years. And I, of course, am referring to ALIENANTE Damnation. And this is the debut album from ALIENANTE Damnation, entitled Le Chantre du Charnier. Yeah, I believe this came out in 2012. I believe this was originally a CD release from 2012, but yeah. Of course, this is another intriguing and morbid style of black metal done here. Lord Genocide, I know he goes under a different sort of pseudonym here for this band, but with an album like Le Chantre de Charnier, it's just really hard-working and solid black metal to a T. From the lyrics, because I believe a lot of the lyrics are done in the native French language, just the music itself, the vocal work, this guy is just a phenomenal person in the realms of making music and creating music. It's just so very tactful. I love what he does here with this release. But yeah, Love the O card packaging. I mentioned that there was some Mark Riddick artwork going on here, but this is some Mark Riddick artwork here on this O card. The back of the O card with what side is which. As you can see, all the song titles are in the native language. Additional artwork here. You take out the O card and you have the actual artwork that was on the original release. More credits on the side here. Love the J card here. Very high quality J card here with lyrics and credits and stuff. There you see the man himself right here. Very, very badass. And the tape on here is very similar to one of the Vosphirian tapes that I talked about here not too long ago. And there you see it's a chrome tinted pro tape. And there you have the artwork logo in the middle here of the tape, which is a very, very nice gesture. Different sides for each of the tape, each side of the tape here. Very, very good quality. But yeah, another very awesome entry into the ever-expansive discography of Lord Genocide, Adrian Weber. Yeah, Alienante, Damnation, Le Chantre du Charnier. Some more black metal to talk to you about here, all the way from Asia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. This is Lotus of Darkness, with the Naga disguised as a human. Yeah. We're getting into 2017 territory here with this one, and yeah, this is a 2017 release. This is a band based out of Thailand, and if I'm not mistaken, some of the people involved in this project are also in the band Shambles, which is a really killer death doom band that put out an awesome release last year through Neuro One Records. And Lotus of Darkness is a completely different sort of entity. It's very much a black metal project, but you can almost sense that there's some folky rootings within the songs. And what I like about this is the fact that there are not a lot of songs on this record, but I believe there's like only 3 or 4 tracks, and they're all very lengthy. And the lengthiness and the stamina that comes with each of the songs here in the lyrics, it's just really, really amazing. The Wrath of the Naga, the Origin of Snakes, Down by the River. I mean, just very, very well-regarded, well-thought-out, and well-planned musicianship, great vocal work, and just so much. There's a sense of beauty behind something like this, which I think is really, really cool. But yeah, I love this artwork here. Very killer J card fold out here with the band members. You have the lyrics on this opposite side, and you fold it out, and you have a nice little miniature poster here from the J card itself, which is very, very nice little addition here. And this comes on a very nice blue pro tape. Very, very good quality here, as per usual for any Von Frost tape. Nice blue tape here. Very good stuff here. Yeah, but yeah, if you want to find out more interesting stuff about Thailand black metal, check out Lotus of Darkness with the Naga disguised as a human. Very, very good release. Next up, we got a pair of Greek black and death metal releases, and this first one here is a fucking killer EP release. This is Liturgy of Desecration with And the Goat of Sodomy Commands. Yeah. This is a 2017 release, and like I said, these guys are based out of Greece, and this is a pretty much straightforward black and death metal sort of sound that this band brings with the 6 tracks that are on here. It's really nothing you haven't heard before, but the way this band goes about it, it just sounds primitive. It sounds dark. It sounds evil. I just love that evilness that this band brings. I mean, listen to the songs The Lament of the Virgin Mary and Sadistic Impalement. Just some seriously killer stuff going on here. I love this band's approach to black and death metal. It is just so fucking killer. But yeah, show you the artwork here. Very cool little J card. Credits and information. Opposite side, you have both of the band members involved in this project. Love the artwork of this cross here. Yeah, and I believe this is a hand numbered tape. Limited to 125 copies, and mine is number 43 out of 125, which is very, very killer. And comes on a white pro tape. I believe the program repeats on both sides, but the sound quality is very good as per usual here. But yeah, absolutely killer EP from Greece, Black Death, Liturgy of Desecration, and the Goat of Sodomy Commands. Fucking badass. Continuing on with the Grecian stuff, this one is absolute mandatory purchasing. I know this is out on CD, but you should also consider getting the tape too, because this is top of the food chain level stuff. This could even see some top 20 action towards the year end. This is Hate Manifesto with To Those Who Glorified Death. Yeah. Like the previous band I talked about, they're based out of Greece, and yeah, this is absolutely killer, gloomy, misanthropic as hell black metal. I really truly enjoy a release like this, and one thing that really took me by surprise about this release is the person who does vocals for this band was also the original vocalist of the band In Veracity. If you know, of course, In Veracity, they were one of the greatest brutal death metal bands to ever come out of Greece, and of course most of the people involved in Veracity went on to form Dead Congregation. And now here, moving forward all these years later to something like Hate Manifesto, it just shows you the kind of intelligence this project brings. It's really, really cool stuff. And yeah, Winter Wolf Brigade, Disciples of the Iron Shield, Wrathhammer, that's a fucking killer song. This is just straight up genuine black metal, and I love when bands bring genuineness to their black metal craft. This is a really, really fantastic album to be listening to. But yeah, nice oak card packaging here, very high quality here. Track listing. Check out the actual tape itself. It has a sideways sort of yeah, very cool album cover here. Check out the J card. Both band members in question, they both do a lot of stuff for this release. I believe some of these guys are also involved in Black Blood Invocation and Cult of Ibon, which is a really, really killer band. They put out an EP through Iron Bonehead this year, I think. Really awesome stuff. But yeah, track listing on this side, and comes on an old school looking black pro tape here. Side A, side B. Very high quality tape release here. But yeah, Greek black metal does it again in 2017. Hate Manifesto, To Those Who Glorified Death. Fucking killer stuff. And this last tape is where we lead on into the Nero 1 stuff and the co-promotional releases. And this one right here is a co-promotional release. If you haven't noticed by what music we're listening to, if you see the CD that's displayed right here properly, and the shirt that I'm wearing right now, I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite death metal album of 2017 by a long mile. The last video I did, I talked about what my favorite album of the year in general was in 2017, and now we're talking about my favorite death metal album of 2017. And I, of course, am referring to Ruin with Drown in Blood. This album fucking rules. Everything about it is phenomenal. This album really makes me love and appreciate death metal a lot more than I already do. And there's just so much redeeming qualities about a release like this. The low, gurgly, creepy vocal styles that are shown on this release, the dizzying guitar riffs, the audible bass, and the drum work. This feels like a genuine death metal release. I mean, as soon as you hear the opening intro into the song Crawling Through the Vomit, to songs like The Thirst for Annihilation, Torturous Heaven, you can tell that this is a death metal band that personifies what death metal is all about. It's just so nasty and ugly to listen to. This is a very true to blue death metal release. But yeah, this is a badass album. And yeah, tape version here, tape cover art here. There you see Nero 1 Von Frost co-release. Yeah, let me show you the inlay card, which is super badass. On this side you have the band members and the credits and everything. And there you have lyrics for all of the songs, additional artwork pieces, little tribute here, and some additional credits, a little quote here. Yeah, absolutely badass, and comes on a black pro tape with red printing on here. Very nice. Yeah, side B here, but yeah. Favorite death metal album of 2017 for me, bar none. Nothing's really come close to topping it or beating it, and I can't wait for the vinyl version to come out. I know it's coming out through Blood Harvest Records. I'm pretty sure that Nero One will be getting their copies to sell in the States very soon. So yeah, go check this out. And next up, we're going to get into some vinyl records. I got 4 records to show you from Neuro One Records. They are a California-based metal label. They've been putting out some very killer tapes in recent times, but they are still a label growing and getting ready to put out some awesome releases. And these first 2 records I'm going to show you are a pair of splits. Both of these splits are very differing in quality for the fact that some of these bands have a little bit of a crusty, punky edge to them. And this first split here is a split from the bands Ruinous and CHAOSBRINGER. Yeah, both of these bands are very new to me. I believe Ruinous is based out of Argentina and CHAOSBRINGER are based out of Russia. They're both kindred in a way, for the fact that one band has a bit of a crusty, punky sort of edge to them, and CHAOSBRINGER have a very straight-to-the-point death metal sort of approach in their sound. They both complement each other very well here, and I'm still very new and green to bands like this, so I definitely will be paying more attention to what they have to bring here. But as far as I'm concerned, it's something very different and very special. I love that a lot. But yeah, you have both covers here. Did the uncoated texturing on this jacket here. Very badass. Comes with 2 posters for both bands, which I think is a very nice touch. You have a Ruinous poster here. Very badass artwork job done here. Goat skull here. And you have a poster for the band CHAOSBRINGER. Very good quality stuff here. Comes on a printed inner sleeve, which has the track listing and credits for everything. Here on this side, you have lyrics in their native language. There you see the credits of who put this out. Neuro One Records, Total Punk Records, Neanderthal Stench, track listing and all that. And there you have the CHAOSBRINGER side with the track listing. Corrupted Reality is a fucking killer track, and the Nunsolder cover is a nice little touch too. And it comes on a standard black vinyl. Side's Ruinous, side CHAOSBRINGER. Good quality vinyl release here. 2 very intriguing and interesting bands to be listening to and checking out. I will definitely have to keep an eye out on more stuff these bands are putting out. Ruinous, CHAOSBRINGER, check that out. And we have another split of 2 very kindred spirit sort of bands. Yeah, this is the split between Vastation and Mutabo. Alright, Vastation, I believe they're based out of Oregon, and this is a band that I'm very familiar with. Kind of a crusty, Black Death sort of sound for them. They've put out some pretty solid stuff, and I think that the stuff that's included on this split is really killer. Mutabo, they are based out of Serbia, which is very intriguing to know that music and extreme metal and stuff comes out from that country. This is their release, Omnia Mutantur. Very impressive stuff. Like the previous split, this is the more punk crust sort of band to stand out of the bunch here, and I think this is really impressive stuff. But yeah, previous, like I showed, very badass artwork for the Vastation side. Mutabo side here. Got another poster here, which is a poster for the band Mutabo here. Very nice quality poster here, sideways here. Like the previous split, it comes on a printed inner sleeve, and you have credits for the Vastation side on this side, Mutabo on this side, and a standard black vinyl like the previous one. Side Vastation. Yeah, side Vastation, side Mutabo. Good quality vinyl here. Very good job done here. But yeah, two very intriguing splits, and I would have to say this split is my favorite of the bunch. So yeah, Vastation and Mutabo split. Check that out. And now we have two more co-promoted releases between Von Frost and Neuro One Records, and these two are something I was very excited for. I originally had the Von Frost tape from a while back, and I did a video about this a long time ago, but to see this presented in a vinyl version is extremely, extremely cool. And this is another musical project from the ever amazing Adrian Weber, and this is Goat Holocaust with Satan Jugend. Yeah. Fucking amazing. As you can see, this is a completely different sort of album cover here for the project. Very blasphemous, very militant sort of black metal here, and this is an absolutely over-the-top sort of release. I enjoyed it when I listened to it on tape, and I enjoy it even more now listening to this vinyl version. I won't say too much than what I haven't already said about this release in the past, but this is just straight up crazy, perverse, militant sort of black metal. I love this release a lot. Millennium of Satanized Debauchery, deep crawfucking on Sepulchral Decay, Leper Angel, Angel Flare Abomination. Just a crazy, crazy release, and I fucking love this. So yeah, anyway, front cover, back cover with track listing and credits. There you see Nero One and Von Frost collaboration here. Comes with a one sheet that has the Chris Moyen artwork that you're probably best familiar with. There you see the two individuals involved with Goat Holocaust. Nun Slut Goat, Leather Goat Skull. Fucking crazy as hell. I fucking love this. And it comes on a standard black vinyl here. Won't take it out, but yeah, you see the labeling on here. Side Satan, side Jugend. Very, very cool. But yeah, this is a fantastic vinyl presentation here. I'm very pleased to own this. But yeah, if you don't have the tape or the CD, get the vinyl. It's fucking worth it. Satan Jugend by Goat Holocaust. And the last thing I'm going to show you here is something I didn't expect to see get a vinyl release, but I'm glad that it did, because this is one of the most underappreciated, in my opinion, releases of 2017 and of last year, 2016, excuse me. But yeah, this is Morgue Supplier with their self-titled album. Yeah, I believe these guys are based out of Illinois, and they play a very grimy, grisly hybrid of death metal and grindcore. Lots of creative blast beats, lots of great vocal work, deadly riff after deadly riff. This is just some incredibly brutal, brooding shit. I love this album so much. This was originally released last year on CD through Obscure Music, and yeah, this is the vinyl version put out through both Von Frost Records and Neuro One Records. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic release. The job done on this record is superb. But yeah, killer album cover here on the front here. Back cover, side A, side B, Neuro One Von Frost. Comes with a one sheet, lyric sheet on this side. Credits on this side and thanks. It should also mention that the guy who sings on this album is also in a really killer industrial sort of doom band called Drug Honky. Put out an album on Transcending Obscurity Records earlier this year. I can't remember the name of it by memory, but check out that band Drug Honky. It's fucking killer doom. But yeah, standard black vinyl, side A, side B. Yeah, very, very awesome job done here with this record. It is a wonderful sounding record. But yeah, don't sleep on a band like Morgue Supplier, because this band is going to be making big moves, hopefully, within the next coming years. It's absolutely worth it to check this band out. So yeah, Morgue Supplier, self-titled on vinyl. Go support this. And I'm going to conclude this video. I'm going to leave you links to some of the bands I talked to you here about in this video, and I will also leave you links to both Von Frost Records web store and Neuro One Records, so you can purchase releases that I mentioned here. I'm pretty sure some of the tapes that I showed you are still readily available, and I'm pretty sure the vinyl is available as well through Neuro One Records. Go support both of these amazing labels, and if you haven't heard any of these releases, let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it, and we'll go from there. So have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until the next time, Army Ho out.